Good afternoon. It's July the 1st, 2016, and we're about to close the market down for a 3-day holiday weekend. We came into the E-mini this morning expecting to see 2100. It was, if we took out the 2088, 89 level like that, the next stop structurally was going to be 2100, a major market number, and we got our 2100. Right now the structure says that we should close it at in this 95 area. Our bias was to the upside today, has been all day long. Still think we got a pretty good chance of closing it at 2100, but right now structure says 95. Now why would we close at 2100? Because that's last month's close, and everybody like to go home and say higher indexes than last month. Buy stocks, hold them. Okay, just strictly monkey trades. There's your first one of the day. We like the long side better. There's another. There's another. There's another. This last one was getting a bit dicey. This is a counter trend trade. We go below the blue line. So on this S right here, sell stop in the market. Move your stop to break even for a scratch. Comes back up. Another monkey trade right here below the blue line. On this one, you could have made a little bit of money. So we've just been gradually notching lower, and the monkey trades. This trade was a loser. This trade's a small winner, and then we're going to see if our idea plays to close it at in the 95, 96 area, or 2100. As of noon, I still think we can close it at 2100. Why? Because it's there. And as you get better at this game and you come in, you'll know you want to be long, you want to be short, and you'll put the trades on close to the opening. You got to give them a lot of room, and you kind of approach those trades with a disaster stop in mind. But it's a good way to trade. I think the market's going higher. I'm going to get something on, then we'll day trade around it. Okay, on the F1 screen, higher low, higher high. F1 favors higher prices come Tuesday. The F2 screen, pretty square, but we are building volume above 95 right now in that favor, and the mode is above the balance point, so that favors higher prices too. So the trade is going to be sell 99s to 1, sell failure to take it out. The low volume number is 9, so selling 9s to 11 would be sell 2. On the buy side, maybe a little cheaper, 90 to 92, buy 1. And buy 2 will be 85 to 87. Now, Tuesday is the first day the market can really sell, with dynamics out of the way, tendencies out of the way for 3-day weekends, etc. And we do have factory orders for news, and then we have the non-farm payroll numbers come Friday. So we do have pretty big news coming in next week. And there might be a little profit taking on Tuesday. So failure to get to this 2100 area. Want to get short and see if we can get down and retest the 85, 88 area. Treasuries finished weak. Treasuries can sell. There is no 3-day tendency on treasuries. They take them up. They ran them up early in the morning, and then they broke them late. My guess is probably just into the week profit taking. We do have a higher low and a higher high. We are getting a little distribution going right here. Failed to take out the highs from the other day, so we've got a seller at 134. That much we know. Looking at the F2 screen, double distribution down, put it all together like that. There's your two Bs, found support right there at that high volume number, a little bit beneath it, 133. So we got a seller at 134, buyer at 133, and here we see it at 133.09. So with a close right here at 9, we're selling 11s to 15s. 19 to 23. On the buy side, we're buying 1 to 5. Then 25 to 29 for buy 2. Looking at the 30-year, okay, we have these single prints in C period. We got resistance, so 8 to 12 is number 1. Got a C period high at 21, so 15 to 19, sell 1. Volatile as this contract is, 27 to 31. That was a great trade this morning by Rich and Robert against 175. And we thank them for sharing that with us. Last rotate down in M period was 30, then in J period was 26, so 28 to the buck is 1, 21.25 by 1, 9 to 13 by 2. And a lot of it will depend on what the E-mini is going to do next week. Nobody believes the economic stats anymore, but it doesn't matter. The treasuries are trading higher because they don't. We got a flat yield curve. Yields are as low as they've been, and everybody in this market thinks that a recession, if not already here, will soon happen. And we'll see which one's right. We had some better than expected economic stats today. But again, we find ourselves in the situation. It's really hard to believe anything published or put out by the government anymore. It is just the lies and the fudging, and you just can't cover it. It's so far from reality. But it doesn't really matter, you know. If we just go with the money flow, and if the money flows to the upside, we can buy it. And if the money flows to the downside, we can sell it. On gold, higher low, higher high, find a place to buy it. F2 will not be as strong. It was a B all day long. This is long liquidation. A B in an up market, then we have a move up, now in the middle and L period, and a strong close. So gold's betting that there'll be more chaos. I mean, would you go home short gold over a 3-day weekend with what's going on in the world today? What great time would it be better time for ISIS to strike than on the 4th of July someplace? Another quote-unquote lone wolf. Sell failure to take out 45, 47. I think we're headed above 50, so 50, 55 would be sell 2. This contract can get very, very volatile. It can move very, very quickly. On the buy side, 41.39 will pick up this area right there, buy 1. And then 35, 37. So we're trying to buy 35s to 40s and selling 50s to 55s is where we are now. Crude oil, very strong close. And when we come back, we take a look at crude oil. Take a look on F1 where the high volume number is. And we talked this morning about getting up to 49.10, 49.15. And right there on 360-day information, 49.18. And this is 20-cent price increments, so it's a pretty broad brush. There's some rounding errors right there. Lower high, lower low, we can sell it off of F1 on this screen. On the F2 screen, on crude, right there's our 49, 15 to 16, and we're through it right now. But you can see it took all day long, but we finally got there. So, where's the next inflection point? We got a low volume number in this 49.50. We're at 49.24, so 24 to 50, sell 1. 49.75, 50, sell 2. Pretty easy to see 50 being touched again. On the buy side, the breakout came from 79, so 48.50 to 48.75 by 1. And then 48 even, 48 and a quarter by 2. Nancy had a counter trend trade this morning off the lows. They got her 23 ticks, which was a real nice trade. Just trading like a monkey. Of course, Nancy likes bananas too, so it's no hardship for her to trade like a monkey. I'm not particularly fond of bananas for some reason. And last but not least, the euro. 112 sellers, 111 buyers. Higher low, higher high, but we have rejected 112. Have a B in an up market, so I think there was some selling done against 112 today. So we're currently at 65. So selling 90s in London to 112 even. Then 112.25 for sell 2. On the buy side, we have all this volume down at 111.40, so 111.40 to 50 by 1. 111 even, 111.10 by 2. And folks, that is it for this July the 1st. I hope you all have a glorious weekend. Weather and everything cooperates. We actually have some cooler than normal weather with storms forecast for us. So with our 90-degree plus temperature and storms, we'll probably have humidity to match. It'll be just like being in East Tennessee, where the humidity quite often matches the temperature. Y'all have a great weekend. I will see you bright and early Tuesday morning, and we'll get ready again for the Pat to come in and start working crude oil. Live trades again. I'm out of here.